Anyway, now it's time for a story. So I'm going to introduce to you a little boy called Gluscabi. Gluscabi lived on the edge of a large lake in a wooden hut with his grandma, and her name was Grandma Woodchuck. One day, Gluscabi decided to go fishing, so he jumped into his little canoe and he started to paddle out towards the middle of the lake. And with the gentle breeze in his face, he started to sing, and this is the song that he sang. I'm going fishing, fish come to me. I'm going fishing, fish for tea. I'm going fishing, fish come to me. I'm going fishing, fresh fish for tea. But as he neared the centre of the lake, a fierce wind suddenly struck up and hit him hard in the face and started to push Gluscabi and the canoe back towards the lake shore. So he started to push a little harder with his paddle like this. I'm going fishing, fish come to me. But the wind got stronger and stronger, and it was no use. As hard as he tried, the wind pushed him and his canoe back towards the lake side. So Gluscabi stropped out of his canoe. He stomped over to the wooden hut to find his Grandma Woodchuck. Grandma, where does the wind come from? Why do you need to know that, Gluscabi? And Gluscabi replied with a response that many children use. Just because. Whenever you ask such questions, I can tell there's going to be trouble. Perhaps I shouldn't tell you. But you are a stubborn boy, and I know you will keep asking until I give you the answer. So I will tell you. Far away from here, at the top of the tallest mountain, there stands a great bird. The wind eagle. The wind eagle is called Wajjosen. It is from his wings that the wind blows. And how could I find Wajjosen, the wind eagle? If I tell you, I can tell there's going to be trouble. But you are a stubborn boy, and you will keep asking until I give you the answer. So I will tell you. If you walk with the wind in your face, you will find where the wind eagle stands. And with that, he jumped up, and Gluscabi said, "Thank you, Grandma," and he ran out. He found outside a coiled rope, and he picked it up with a smile on his face and walked into the wind. He walked through the meadows and through the woods. He walked through the trees and up into the foothills of the mountains he went. As he got higher, the trees stopped, and he still carried on with a wind strong in his face. The wind got stronger and stronger, so strong Gluscabi had to lean forwards to keep on going. But he was a stubborn boy, and he didn't stop. Up and up he went, and the wind got stronger and stronger, so strong that the moccasin shoes on his feet were blown off. But Gluscabi didn't stop. He was a stubborn boy, and he kept on going. Up and up he went, and the higher he went, the stronger the wind got. It blew his shirt off his back, but still Gluscabi carried on. Up and up he went, and the wind got stronger and stronger until it blew all his clothes off. So he was completely naked. But Gluscabi didn't stop. He kept on going. Up and up he went, and the wind got stronger and stronger until it blew all his hair off. But Gluscabi was stubborn and he did not stop. The wind got stronger and stronger until it blew his eyebrows off. It even blew his eyelashes off. But Gluscabi was stubborn and he didn't stop. From boulder to boulder he crawled his way up the mountain until at the very highest peak he found Wajowson, the Wind Eagle. And now, as smooth as a baby's bottom, Gluscabi finally stopped, clinging on to a tremendous boulder. He shouted out at the top of his lungs, "Grandpa! Grandpa!" And the eagle stopped flapping his wings.
Who calls me Grandpa?
Me, down here.
What do you want?
I came to tell you, great Wind Eagle, what a cracking job you're doing up here.
What? Like this?
The wind was so strong that it almost rolled Gluscabi all the way back down the mountain. He only stopped because he held on to that great boulder. Yes, just like that. However, you could do an even better job from that mountain over there. That mountain's taller than this one.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
It isn't.
Yes, it is.
It isn't.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes.
How do you know?
I measured it.
What did you measure it with? Bat teeth, otter whiskers, and a very long rope.
What? How did that work? Here, let me show you. It's a very long rope. And Gluscabi got his rope and he started to wrap it around and around the Wind Eagle, tightly tucking his wings to his side until he couldn't move. And then he picked the Wind Eagle up, he turned him upside down and shoved him into a crevice in the rocks so his little legs were sticking up like this. Perfect. Time to go home. And Gluscabi started skipping back down the mountain. Along the way, he picked up his eyebrows and his eyelashes and his hair and his clothes until he wasn't naked anymore. And he found his moccasin shoes and he started to walk back down into the forest. And it was quiet. It was completely silent. There was no wind. There wasn't even any birds singing. There wasn't even any insects buzzing in the bushes or amongst the flowers. And Gluscabi got to the edge of the lake. He jumped in his canoe and he started to paddle out into the middle of the lake. And when he got there, there was no breeze and he was hot. He was sticky and sweaty. The air felt clammy, humid and difficult to breathe in. And then Gluscabi looked down at the water surface and there was a filthy, frothy scum over the whole of the lake. He couldn't fish in this. Now sweat pouring down his face, Gluscabi paddled back to the lake's edge. He went to his grandma. "Grandma, what's happened? Why is it so hot and sweaty? What has happened, Grandma Woodchuck?" "What have you done?" "Nothing." And then Grandma Woodchuck grabbed Gluscabi by his earlobe like this. Okay, I'll tell you. Gluscabi admitted what he had done. "You foolish boy! A world with no wind has no clouds. A world with no clouds has no rain. A world with no rain has no trees or plants. A world with no trees or plants has no animals. A world with no animals means no food." Gluscabi looked very sheepish. "I understand. and he went off to fix what he had made wrong. He walked back through the meadows, back through the woods, out of the trees, up into the foothills, up the mountain he went, and when he got to the top of the mountain, there was Wadjosen, still in that crevice in the rocks. Grandpa! Grandpa!
Who is it?
Are you that same little naked boy who stuck me in this hole? No, that was someone different. I'm someone who's come to get you out.
Well, get me out quickly.
And Gluscabi grabbed hold of Wadjosen's leg, and it took some tugging, but eventually he pulled him out.
Ah, freedom at last. I am so angry. I will blow a storm that will last for 1,000 years. My rage is untethered and it knows no bounds.
Ah! And just as Wadjosen was about to start flapping his wings again, Gluscabi shouted out, "Wait! Stop! Wait! Don't!"
Why? Why should I stop?
Do you not enjoy, at the end of a winter, when spring arrives and the birds start singing again?
I do.
Do you not enjoy a clear summer's day without a cloud in the sky, when the sun's golden rays can warm you from head to talons?
I do.
Do you not enjoy the end of the summer when fall arrives and the trees turn from a bright green to amber and copper?
I do.
Well, if you create a storm for 1,000 years, all those things will be blown away, even the sun, and nothing will be left, and the world will be dark and cold and sad. Well, I have learnt, mighty Wadjosen, that sometimes the wind is good, but sometimes it is good to be still.
I understand.
And Gluscabi said goodbye to Wadjosen as he started to gently flap his wings again. So he created a gentle breeze, and on the way back down the mountain, Gluscabi could hear the birds singing again. And as he went into the forest, he could hear the bees and the insects buzzing around him. And when he got to the lake, the water was cool and clear again. He jumped into his canoe and started to paddle out into the middle. The breeze was quite stiff and it was tricky. It was hard going. But now, Gluscabi didn't mind. And as he paddled, he sang to himself. I'm going fishing, fish come to me. I'm going fishing, fresh fish for tea.